Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be sharing with you my final tips on what to do maybe a bit before the exam day and on the board exam days themselves. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button as well, and let's get started.
Breath smells like coffee in the evening. That's so unperceiving.
In a previous video, I've shared with you what I do 1 week before the board exam. So Monday, Tuesday, I'd be studying. Wednesday, Thursday, I'd be studying. And Friday, which is the day before the board exam, I actually just rest, relax, and I go over my notes, but in a calm manner, and I don't study anything in detail. Just really have a general overview of what I've studied. In my opinion, it's a bad idea to cram things the day before the board exam because it just makes you nervous and might lead to mental blocks unless you think that information is really important. The food you have on the day before the board exam should be completely normal, and you should make sure you don't risk getting any diarrhea or abdominal pain. Maybe you shouldn't even have like a pre-celebratory dinner buffet. Like, whoa! You should just make sure that nothing disturbs your GI system so that you're completely ready for the days to come. And I know it's super difficult to sleep the night before the board exam, but just try. Just go to bed on time and just try to close your eyes and go to sleep. Also, you should have already prepared all the necessary papers and the pencils that you need to bring maybe 1 to 2 weeks before the board exam. Now that it's the last day before the board exam, you need to double check your papers and make sure that everything's there. In addition, you should already prepare the snacks and the water that you're gonna bring. And of course, I advise that you bring lunch as well, again, to save on your time and to save on your energy, so you can just relax during lunchtime. You don't have to line up and buy food. But if you cannot bring snacks or if you cannot bring baon lunch, then I advise that the day before or a few days before the board exam, you already go to the venue and you go check out places where you can get food easily and quickly, and food that is good for you. Now, I'll take you through the days of the board exams, and I'll take you through what you should and shouldn't do, in my opinion. So we start with the morning of the first day. Of course, you have to get up on time and eat your breakfast, preferably before 7. By 6:30, you should already have eaten your breakfast. That is if time it takes to travel to the venue is only 30 minutes, which it was in my case. So you should be at the venue, at the exam venue, by 7 a.m. at least. Because they're still gonna lead you to your room, and you're gonna be arranged alphabetically, you're gonna be seated, and you're gonna be given your papers already, and then you still have to like shade your name and fill up stuff before the exam. Make sure your breakfast is filled with good protein and good carbs, like for example oatmeal with milk or eggs and bread and tomato, not a freaking donut or a cake or ngoyong or something. Just try to have a healthy-ish breakfast that will give you long-lasting energy. You need to double check your papers and your materials and make sure you have everything you need. So for snacks, I would opt for something healthy like fruits and nuts and things that aren't messy to eat. Nothing like siomai or maybe like a cupcake and then you have to eat the frosting and everything. Nothing like that. Maybe you can even take just plain bread from the bakeries or a chocolate bar. Make sure you bring at least 1 liter of water so that will be your water throughout the day, so you don't have to go through the hassle and waste time going downstairs and buying water or buying also snacks. The exam starts at 8 a.m. So we start with module 1. That's 2-hour exam, so that's 8 to 10. Then you have a break, I think 10 to 10:30 if I remember correctly. Then module 2 will be 10:30 to 12, so that's 1.5 hours. Then 12 to 1 is the lunch break, and 1 to 3 is module 3. Now you have about 30 minutes break for your snacks. Now a lot of people have asked, and in my case, I had my snacks and my water right beside me when I was taking the board exam. So whenever I felt like having a bite to eat, or I was taking a break from answering questions, then my snacks and my water was right there. I think it actually is allowed to bring it. But you have to leave your bag outside or at the back of the classroom, wherever you're taking it. But you can only bring certain things to where you're sitting. For the exam do's and don'ts and different exam taking strategies that I used, I already have a video on that, so please watch that one. Now, during the break time, I highly suggest that you study as well. Now, it depends on your style. There were people that would gather in groups and they'd be asking questions and answering each other and explaining things in a noisy way. I prefer studying alone. I would get my snacks and I would get my notes, and then I would just go to a quiet corner and study there until break time is over. Now, as for the notes that you should bring, or the notes that you should review during the breaks, so what I would do is I just have my actual notes and I just skim through them, and then I stop at parts I think I should read some more, or I should read a bit more thoroughly or in detail. And then I also go through the photos I had of my walls. If you have index cards, that would be really useful at this time as well. So just review the material you feel like you need to review, and just have a general reviewing of the material for the next subject. If it's something like module 3 or module 5 or module 6, then review all the basic formulae and also review basic terms and definitions and conversions and things like that. Day 1 is module 1, module 2, module 3. Now when module 3 ends, I want you guys to just go straight home. Go home, take a rest, and start studying for the next day. During breaks or even after the exams, I don't want you to go with your friends and start discussing,
hey, what was the answer for item blah blah blah, and what did you answer for this, and how did you solve this?
Don't do that until the board exam is completely done. It's a waste of time, and it's just gonna make you worried, and well, if you got the item wrong, then it's just gonna frustrate you. So just go home, rest, and study for the next day. Now, another common problem that people share with me is that they don't have the energy anymore for the next day. Again, that's where your exam taking strategies come in, and hopefully my previous video on that really helps you. You have to know how to distribute your mental energy and not just use it all in one exam or all in one day. Because people say like,
oh my god, I didn't pass the exam because on the second day I just couldn't answer questions anymore, I was just so tired. Or like on the second day, when I reached module 6, it was just like, you know, it's the end of the board exam, it's the last one, so it's just like, no more effort or no more anything.
That's a big no-no. You have to give all of your effort for every single module, and that's why you have to know how to use your mental energy well. And of course, you have to refuel yourself with good food and with a good night's rest. Now, I promise you that it's actually way easier to sleep on the night of this first board exam day. So you'll probably have enough energy for the next day. It's because once you get through the first day, you actually realize that the board exam is super manageable. It's really just an exam. After all these months and weeks of preparing for it and feeling anxious and wanting to cry and wanting to give up, once you take the board exam, you realize it's just an exam. Guys, I'm really confident that you can do it. I hope my videos really help you guys I hope that the last video about learning how to trust yourself also helps you guys. I've been teaching in review centers and I've been chatting with students, I've been helping them, and I just want you guys to know that I have confidence in you. This little hardship right here, this board exam, it's just a stepping stone. You know you're gonna pass it, and all you're waiting for is for that result to come out and confirm that you made it. You have all the necessary skills and you have the knowledge, and you just have to trust yourself and keep on going, keep on pushing yourself, and you'll make it, no problem. So that's it for this video, you guys. I really hope this helps you. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck. I'm really sending out my prayers for all of you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!